You'd better watch out. She's starting to cry. She's starting to pout, and I'm telling you why. Menopause is coming to town. She's having trouble sleeping. She's a bitch when she's awake. So get yourself a mallet and a real sharp wooden stake. You'd better watch out. I'm telling you straight. For your sake, I hope it's just a pity it's late. Menopause is coming to town. Cheers. Your very good health. Bottoms up. Up yours. Oh. Wine, do your thing. Oh, God, I need that. God, I need that. Oh, I'm so knackered. I'm so knackered. What a night. What a night. Unbelievable. My feet hurt. My back hurts. I'm just knackered. I've actually done some work tonight, darlings. Right. Good evening, my lovelies. And the very warmest and wibbliest and wobbliest of welcomes to Wednesday Night Live. And what we're going to do here is we are going to see off Wednesday, say goodbye to Hump Day, and we are going to welcome in Thursday and the latter part of the working week. Now, do I look any different tonight, or does the picture look any different tonight? You, darlings, are currently viewing this on what is going to be the new live stream phone. Now, I haven't altered Sonia's position, my small but perfectly formed tripod, but I can already see that you're getting a different picture. You're kind of pointed a bit lower down with this phone than you were with the other one. But yeah, you are on the what will now be the live stream phone for the next 12 months. It's an iPhone 13, and hopefully you're getting a slightly improved picture over any live stream before. Let me know in the comments how it looks for you. Other than that, darlings, then I'm so excited to be here with you again. I'm so looking forward to this. As I say, I'm knackered, utterly knackered, but I'd love to hear about your day, what you've been eating, what you've been up to, high points, low points, anything that you care to throw at me. I will grab it, run with it, and hopefully we're going to have a lovely time as we puddle along together for the next 56 minutes at least. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to have a bit more wine, darlings, because it's been a somewhat trying night. Was that a massage? Is somebody massaging me? Oh,
Oh, I'm not signed in. Oh, right. Yeah, that's good. Right. Hold on. Bear with. Incorrect password. Oh, brilliant. Well, I tell you what, let's forget that. That is new phone, darlings. New phone arrived today. Would you like to have a look at it? I can show it to you. There you go, darlings. An iPhone 16 Pro in desert khaki titanium. And it's a rather lovely thing. I've never had a Pro before. And this is the first time ever that I've had a latest model iPhone. Oh, here we go. Good evening, caller, and welcome to the new Boaty's World iPhone 16.
Very good picture as well, sir. Good evening, Blakey.
Thank you very much. Oh, I love you, Boaty. I love you, Boaty. Get that bus out. How you doing, mate?
I've been thinking, sir. I think it's about time you get a security camera because they won't catch you out next time. You can save them footage if someone catches your vehicle.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily see anything because it's going to be from this side of the vehicle. And to be fair, it was a bit of a freak occurrence anyway, because normally they wouldn't be able to do that. They only managed to do it because my neighbours were on holiday. Normally, the neighbour's car would have been there and they'd hit that first.
It's just I hate that when people call you a liar when someone hits your vehicle and you're made to look like a convict and you gotta backtrack yourself.
Yeah. Well, what can you do? What can you do? It's not the end of the world. Shit happens. You sound really good on this new phone. I mean,
it sounds rather clear, sir.
You sound good anyway, don't get me wrong, but I mean, the quality of the call is rather excellent. And congratulations for being the first caller on the new community portable electric telephone.
Okay, sir. And also, my father got the good news.
Oh, is it good news?
Yeah, he didn't have to see.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is brilliant. Oh, that must be a massive relief for all of you.
But what they're going to do is keep a checkup on him.
Brilliant, right? Well,
so it's good news, but it's good. So they'll be checking. So if they ever do, they'll be on the ball.
Well, that's great. Obviously, the trick is catch it as early as possible. I'm so happy for you, mate. That's amazing news. And
good,
best wishes to your dad and all of the rest of your family. Cheers.
Okay, thank you, sir. I think now is to get rid of the caravan.
Oh, does he still need to get rid of it?
Yeah, because they don't, to be honest, my mum's getting older now, so they don't really use it that much.
Right.
It's not financially worth it, to be honest. We've had it for 23 years.
Oh, bloody hell, that is a long time. Oh, that is a long time.
The money would be better off somewhere else, if you're honest.
Are you allowed to, you know where the caravan is?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to sublet?
No, that's the thing. You're not allowed to sublet.
Okay. That's a shame.
And if you don't sell it back to them, they'll basically tow it off and leave it on the road.
Oh God, really?
It's one of them. And if they damage it, and if they damage the grass, then they'll charge you.
Oh God. All right. Okay. All right. Oh well, let's cling to the positives, isn't it? Your dad's got the all clear. That's fabulous.
That's what we all wanted to hear.
You sound so good on this phone. I'm massively impressed by it. Does it come across to you guys? Can you?
It does to me while I'm speaking to you.
Yeah.
Hopefully it does to others.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. It's the only
you seem a lot happier today as well, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
just a shame, as you said, just the way you were made to look yesterday.
Can't be helped. I'm more gutted.
That's what I don't like, including to my insurance. I've had an accident when I haven't had an accident. It annoys me.
Yeah.
I'm made to look like, I've had an accident. Some buggers hit the car and driven off.
Yeah. I'm annoyed about the damage to boot. I mean, I could claim on my own insurance, of course, but
that's it. I had an idea, right? You were saying about your damage. You've got the one in the yard, haven't you? Why didn't you take the panel off the one in the yard?
Because
try and make it good. Make it good. One.
Because it's I don't even know if that could work. It's like a massive panel. It's like the whole backside of the car.
I don't know if the belts are on, but it might be an idea.
Oh, something to think about. Anyway,
Because you don't want to, if you can help it, because you've got a fleet of vehicles. In theory, you don't want to claim if you can help it.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Because it'll affect your whole policy.
Yeah, exactly that. And it's probably not as bad as I made it seem. I'll show you in Friday's video.
It's not the point, though, is it? It's you have something, you want it nice. It annoys you when someone drives away, and if you said something, you'd have been annoyed. You'd have got it fixed.
Yeah.
Or I said the other day, you chose to take the cash.
Yeah, it's a bugger. What can you do? Shit happens.
I just don't like people that do stuff.
I
mean, I understand if someone hits something and they don't do any damage, drive off, fair dues.
Yeah, well.
If you reverse into a car and just touch it, you wouldn't say it, would you?
Maybe
but if you smashed into it and made damage, you've got to.
Yeah, assuming that they know that they did it. You know, if it was done with the back pointy end of a trailer, then maybe they didn't know.
Hopefully, I think you won't hear anything from the bus company. They'll understand your point that you went.
Yeah, I'm really not expecting to hear anything.
Plus, I think it was. To be honest, I think it was just a scare tactic.
Probably.
And if it isn't, you're not really bothered anyway because you got the footage anyway.
I got a different attitude from the guy in charge and the rest of the guys, and I completely get that. The guy in charge, he's represented the company fully. He was the most senior guy there. He did exactly the right thing, and the other guys, they all made very valid points. I'm genuinely convinced it wasn't a bus.
You'd have done the same in the company. You'd have done the same in the restaurant. Now you'd have protected the restaurant.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
And if they want, you can tell you've done your video today anyway.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm really not expecting to hear anything. They haven't replied to the email. They probably won't bother.
It was, as I say, it was just a scare tactic. Basically, it says you shut up.
Yeah.
Which is annoying.
Well, it is, but then they have got to protect. I imagine that a bus company would get claims all the time, and I imagine that if somebody sees a bus a little bit close to their car or something, and they've got existing damage, I can imagine they would think, right, well, I'll get the bus company to repair it. So I've got no issues with them at all. I'm unhappy, upset, and annoyed about the damage to Boo. I've got no issues with the bus company. I've always really liked them, actually. I did deal with them once before, a long time ago when I was married. They hit my wife and wrote off our family previa. And they were arseholes then. They tried to wriggle out of it then, but that was an open and shut case, and I screwed them to the wall. But this time, I'll hold my hands up. I think they're right. And
years ago, my father had a Vauxhall Senator, and he was camping at a campsite, and he could hear the noise. So he went round, and this big posh guy's caught the back of his car, the front end of his car, and he went to, "Oh, don't worry, mate, I'll pay it." And he goes, "You do realise, mate, this is a Senator. You might have a posh car." You end up going for the insurance.
Right.
Because the damage you did to the car.
Okay.
They say he was towing a caravan, didn't realise he'd done it.
Well, there you go.
He actually caught him red-handed just when he was about to go.
It happens. Yeah. It's not the end of the world. Worse things happen at sea.
It is. Anyway, is it tomorrow when we get a new phone, is it?
Yes, I sent it off today. It'll be there before 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Oh, that's good, isn't it? Works out well for both of you.
Yeah, well, hopefully it means that she can do the live streams again. Whether it's going to be any better for normal filming than her existing phone, I don't know.
Does the microphone work on that phone as well, does it?
Seems to.
I was going to say, if it ever doesn't, she can always get stuff like that repaired in the shops anyway.
It's not, it's a knackered old phone, then it's not worth doing that. But use a plug-in I can't remember. I know there was something with it.
Anyway, not being nasty, she got a bargain for what she's doing. Even if she just uses a video in anyway, and it puts a mic, she's not really bothered. She got a bargain there.
Well, yeah.
To what she would have paid.
Yeah.
And like it worked out well for you because you wanted the money to pay towards yours.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got to be honest, I've done that with family. I get a lot more for my phone. And in order to get my new phone, I basically just said, I've got the contract to pay off. Just pay the contract off, you can have the phone.
Yeah, it's what you do, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's what you do. But yeah, hopefully it'll be fine for her. It's, it's got a few cosmetic issues, and I'm sure I remember being something with the mic or something, but just use a plug-in mic and it'll be fine. Or maybe the mic is fine and I'm misremembering things. Certainly when I used it the other night, it was all right. So, and it's got a massive memory. It's got 256k memory. So yeah.
When you do YouTube videos anyway, you use a plug-in mic anyway, so it makes no difference. Or when you video,
sometimes you do. Well,
that most people do these days.
I think most people tend to use one all the time, don't they? I must admit, I don't.
Did you ever find a gimbal that she lost?
I've got no idea, mate. I've got no idea. I think she bought a note. Did she lose one?
Yes, when she was, can't remember. She bought that thing, didn't she?
She bought.
She was with her son. Because she bought a new toy to have a look for anything. And can't remember what it's called now.
Metal detector.
Yeah, the metal detector.
Okay, I don't know, mate. Not a clue.
Anyway, so what have you got planned for tomorrow?
What have I got planned for tomorrow? Hopefully wake up, get the video from today edited and sorted. Today's video is another life story video, and it'll be titled something like how I ended up running a chain of pub restaurants at the age of 21. And that's a story I tell. I fill in the gaps from when I finished on the bike to how I ended up running a chain of pub restaurants. And
that's good, isn't it?
I tell the story all the way through there to the end point of that, which is the night when the next and biggest move in my professional career began. So hopefully a couple of people will find it interesting.
I'll be good. I think people do. It's like when I was young, I used to go around the Portsmouth Life Village and wash cars and help the milkman. You couldn't do that now.
Could you not?
No, I don't think people could do that now.
Yeah. Oh, well, different times, isn't it?
Yeah.
Different times.
Anyway, so I'll let you go. Oh, yeah, I've got to say I had ham, chips and beans today for my evening meal.
Okay, and lunch?
Just a slice of cake and a toast in the restaurant.
Oh, blimey, that's restrained for you. Okay, we'll find out if there are any snaps. Ham, beans, and chips. No snap
Yes.
with me. I had pie, a couple of new potatoes, and a pile of green beans today. But
no problem, sir. You want to wank it? Have a good evening.
Cheers, buddy. Catch you later.
All right, good night, sir.
Well, I really am impressed with the quality of the sound of that call. Let's hope the video is just as good. Right, let me just check out these. I'm being pinged left, right, and centre. Local hookup. Why not? I'm naked and sleeping. Okay, that's nice. Chat. Oh, okay, right, that's fine. Don't need to deal with that. And the other one was a WhatsApp ping. Oh, I'll have to deal with all of that later. Right then, darlings, 20 minutes after the beginning of this live stream, I can actually read a comment. So, Sorry you've had to wait a little bit. First cab off the rank tonight is Jimmy Quinn. Good evening, Boaty and all. Lord Stiff Upper Lip. Apparently I've got it going on. Boaty's World has got it going on. I can't remember the tune to that one. The lovely Peter P is with us. Good evening, Boaty and honourable community. Good evening to you. Skick is here. Honest Deck. Good evening to you. Matron is here. Fabulous. The M11 is here. Good evening. I ate Boaty's noodles for my dinner yet again. I'm addicted. It's not even down to MSG. Feeling pretty rubbish. Not had the best day. You lot will cheer me up there. We'll certainly do our best. Andrew Buttigieg is here. Ivor Spotty Butty, of course. Peter P asks Emma if she's planning on making some staff curry soon. Recipe for a kind of basic staff curry is now in the Facebook group. Handwritten by me about 8 or 9 years ago. I wrote that in the very early days when I was at the Clay Cross restaurant. Oh, I do need to just angle that camera up a bit for future live streams. The picture looks different. It looks kind of I don't know. Does it look? It looks a little darker to me. Maybe a little richer in tone. I don't know. You might be commenting. I'll get to the comments in about half an hour. I might do a staff curry soon, Peter, says Matron. But I have a beef keema saag to make first. And Emma doesn't have any immediate staff curry plans. A joke to cheer up Emma, says Andrew. Why did the pigeon cross the road? To get away from the 4 frickin' chickens. There we are. Who's this now? Renard Deville. Hello, folks. First time here. Have been watching Captain Mustard and Boaty shenanigans for some time, but never taken part. Well, a very warm welcome indeed, and I'm sure the rest of the community will welcome you very warmly too. And we're delighted that you've broken the surface and actually made content with us. Good evening, lads and lassies, says the wonderful Alan Simpson. Oh dear. Matron's having a giggle at the menopause. Boaty's cheerful tonight, says Andrew. I'm knackered. Ian Hully is with us. Good evening, everyone in the chat. Neil is here, the one and only Neil. Hello all. How are we today? Nice to see Boaty hasn't been arrested or is under investigation. G'day. I'm Wurzel, down under in Palmerston North, New Zealand. Currently 11 hours ahead of UK time. And that is Mark Lyons. Good evening to you. And thank you for all of your recent interaction in various places. We can see too much table, in my opinion. I agree, Emma. I agree. For some reason, this phone fits differently in Sonia than the previous one. You know what it's like? You have a new partner or a new Sonia, and you don't fit in there in quite the same way. Right, let's have a look at that. I bet I've put you on. Yes, you're on the one. Oh, Christ, here we fucking go. Here we go. 15 hours later, I'll still be minutely wonking you. I bet I've gone too far the other way, haven't I? Yes, I've gone too far the other way. Sodding hell. You see, this, people say you don't need a gimbal. You don't need a gimbal. I bloody well do. Because if I had a gimbal, I wouldn't have to do that. Because the gimbal would automatically be level. Oh, you're on the wonk, but you might have to stay at that. You might have to stay at that. I'll have one more go. Have a look. Oh, I've spent too many months of my life doing this. That'll do. Fuck it. That'll do. That'll do. And I don't care what anybody says. As soon as a cheap gimbal comes up on eBay so that I can buy it on the Never Ever with the Zilch app, then I'm going to get a super cheap old gimbal. Just so I know that you're not on the wonk. I can't be doing with jumping up and down like a mad woman's drawers all the time, trying to unwonk you. I think you've got to take your share of responsibility for being permanently on the wonk, to be honest. No, where did I get to? Skit says, when I walk into the chemist for my monthly meds, HBP, whatever that is, I notice they ask the customer, what is your exemption? Not do you have an exemption? And so I'm surprised the vast majority that don't pay. Oh, right. Well, move to Wales and you won't have to pay at all, exempt or otherwise. Oh yeah, too much table. We did that. You look younger, says Andrew. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. You do look a lot darker on this phone. Or is it just me? I'll take a video to show you what I'm talking about with the new. Oh, look at this. Oh, this does look impressive. This camera does look impressive, darlings. We'll give it a 3-second burst. No, we'll go 5 seconds. There you go. It is, it's a lovely thing. I apologize if anybody is messaging me and I'm not able to see them. All of the SIM cards have been swapped around and I haven't fully updated everything to new doing. So it's perfectly possible that you're messaging me and I'm not able to see the messages, but I will catch up. With them soon. It looks nicely polished though, says Emma, talking about the table. I polished this table last night with really good polish, proper polish. So it should do. Can't see the top of the picture, says Peter P. You bloody well can now, matey. You're just going to have to, you can see the massive weight loss, can't you, Andrew, says the M11. Yeah. You know, I'll be doing another weigh-in probably tomorrow, and I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if I've lost another stone. I've been hard at it this week, darlings. Bad Books is with us. Good evening, all. I think the problem with the camera being pointed more downwards, says Emma, is that when you stand up to go to the kitchen, etc., your head will be completely cut off. Well, I've moved it now. Slightly too, oh God, here we go. Slightly too much widescreen. A tiny zoom in and a little more ceiling would be better. Right, well, we'll fertile with it. I'm getting a sodding gimbal, darlings. I'm going to get a cheap gimbal. I mean it. As soon as a gimbal comes up, a really old one for about 25 quid on eBay that I can buy on the app thing so I can pay over 2 months, I'm going to have you sitting on a gimbal because I can't be doing with this manual adjustment. What's it? A high point from Alan Simpson. My car passed its MOT without incident. Result indeed. Emma says, Boaty, did you see in the Facebook group that Mr. Simpson is eating at the restaurant on Friday night? I'm so excited and it doesn't even involve me. I didn't see in the Facebook group, but I knew he was planning to pop in. So that will be that'll be lovely. Hopefully I'll actually be there. Hopefully we'll have a driver and there won't be so many deliveries that I have to go out and deliver myself. And when I say deliver myself, I don't mean like a fishwife. Not a fishwife, a midwife. That's what I mean. But no, Mr. Simpson is heading down to Rustival, so it'll be absolutely lovely to welcome him to Kathmandu Gurkha fine dining Nepalese restaurant, and I will make sure that he gets the full VIP treatment. You see if I don't. All things Alex, my goodness me. Good evening, sir. So what was stressful about your day then? Tonight at the restaurant, All Things Alex. We were expecting, we were expecting a busier than normal Wednesday night because we had two big parties in. One was a work party, one was a 21st birthday. So we knew we were going to be busier than normal. So we dragged one extra person in. As it happens, we also got flooded with walk-ins. The restaurant was full to capacity. We actually had to turn customers away, and I I really needed full Friday, Saturday night staff, not just one extra member of staff. So tonight I've been, oh God, I am utterly, utterly knackered. It was fine. It was a good night. Business was great. Tips were lousy. Yeah, the tips were lousy. The big work party, we waited on them hand and foot, and the bill was about £500. Not a penny tip. Three people waiting on them all night. They didn't have to wait for anything. We accommodated everything. They asked for things that weren't on the menu. I said, no problem. You ask, we will do it. Blah, blah, blah. Not a single penny tip on a £500 bill. That's, but hey ho, there you go. See what I mean, says Emma. Boaty stood up and lost his head. Yeah. You're excited, Emma, says Pete. Even I am. I am so pleased that the phone makes the same ringtone when Mr. Stephen Paddy calls in. Well, that's the way iPhones work, matron. When you get a new iPhone, you put them like within the same vicinity as each other, and they just transfer automatically everything off your old phone onto your new one, so that everything is exactly the same. The ringtone, the camera set. Oh God, wine burp. I apologise. We've spoken about this at length. If you broadcast live and you drink wine, even the most polished and professional performer there's going to be a wine burp. Oh, I'm looking at the picture on my iPad now. Okay, that is very different to normal. You're getting a lot more of the room. You can see the whole of the fridge. You can actually see over to the coffee machine. You can see the beam up there. You can see the curtains there. Oh, this is very different, isn't it? We'll get used to it, darlings. We'll get used to it, because this is the live stream phone now for the next 12 months. In 12 months' time, I will update this phone, the iPhone 11, and then everything will shuffle down. So the phone I upgrade this to will become the camera phone. The iPhone 16 Pro will become the live stream phone. Actually, it might not. If this is as good as I hope it's going to be, then in a year's time when I upgrade, I might not do the shuffle down the ranks. I might keep the live stream phone the same, keep this phone the same, and have two filming phones, because hopefully by then, if the channel's doing a bit better, I can justify having multiple shots in a car, and I'll be able to afford extra standy things and all of that sort of thing. Anyway, good evening all, says Fun Stuff 24, and very good evening to you. I think Boaty has some Scrabble scores to do, says Peter P. Oh God, who have I got to do? Let me know. I'll work through the comments and then I'll do them. Loud and clear, says Mark Lyons. I have moved to the dark side today, says Jimmy F500. Lovely folks. Oh, well, what do we mean there? Mr. Stephen Paddy sounds like he's in the room with us, says Andrew Buttigieg. Lovely clear phone audio, says Matron. Hello all, says Steve Colg. Ian Hully says, call sounds as if you're in the same room, crystal clear. It did sound brilliant, didn't it? I'm delighted with that. I haven't done much with this phone yet because it's brand new, it's a bit precious, and it hasn't got a case. I've got a case coming tomorrow for it. Wow, says the M11. Mr. Stephen Paddy's voice sounds so clear. Joe Biden is still on charge, says Stico. He's a robot. Emma needs a wee. Simone is doing a welding course. Can she practice on Boo? I don't think welding would help. I'll show you the damage in tomorrow's video. I've joined WhatsApp, says Jimmy F500. I blame my sister. She wanted to send her wedding pics to me. Oh, well, there you are. Good luck with it. I don't understand it at all. We've got a WhatsApp community chat group with subgroups and things that apparently I'm in charge of, but I don't understand any of the doings. I really don't. WhatsApp is a step too far for me. Facebook Messenger, I can cope with. I know how to ignore that. And apologies to anybody who, right, if anybody has messaged me on any platform and I haven't replied, I apologize. Don't take it personally. That's what I do. I'm lousy at replying to messages. Anybody will tell you. Neil says the power and torque of a tractor pulling a trailer, they wouldn't have felt a thing. That's why they can drag cars down the motorway for miles. It's like it's not there. What bus company, says Ian Hully? Hope it wasn't Hully's of Baslow. Whoops. Yeah, it was. Oh dear. Right. Is that a size 11 right in it? But yes, it was. Splendid chaps. And chapesses. Oh dear. Right, come on, Boaty, get on with these comments. God, look at the time. Time really is marching on, isn't it? See, that's a problem when you don't start reading the comments until 20 past. You're a third of the way through the live stream before you've even said hello to people. My bathroom is bloody miles away from my bedroom, says the M11. Downstairs, through several rooms, out back. It's so annoying. Andrew says, the strange adventures of Emma and the rather full chamber pot. Oh, why is it that suddenly just gone darker there? I don't know. By the way, says Mark, I've introduced myself in the comments on the Monday and Tuesday night live videos I saw, and I will reply to them. The one thing I do always reply to are comments on videos and live streams. It might take a day or two, but I always do reply. Reese Gick's topic, says the M11. I was surprised I have to pay for prescriptions for my daughter, who has a potentially lifelong illness, because she's no longer in education but not working due to health issues. Right. Surely if she's signing on or whatever you call it these days, doesn't that give you an exemption? Reliance Scimitar, asked Mark Lyons. Like I said, Alan, says Emma, I was excited about meeting Boaty at first, but that soon wore off. Just kidding, Mr. B. I still get excited about you. I'm not reading that out. Did anyone see the video from UK barn finds? I didn't. Steve Hogg says, Boaty, when the caravan goes, what's going to happen to the hedgehog? The hedgehog of truth will remain in the yard of dreams and probably in the lockup of stained pants. The hedgehog of truth will not go with the caravan. We decided on that. The hedgehog of truth, maybe the hedgehog of truth can come here occasionally as well. Maybe the hedgehog of truth can go on tour. Maybe it can go up to the Heights of Abraham. Maybe it could go to Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach. Maybe it could go to Llandudno and stay in the Grand Hotel on my birthday. Maybe it could go on the big wheel in Llandudno. Maybe the hedgehog of truth has got a much more exciting life coming up. Who knows? Stay tuned, folks. I genuinely looked at some chamber pots in a charity shop recently, says Emma. I don't fancy traipsing all the way through the house with a heavy china pot full of weed to empty it every day, though. Emma will have him, says Steacle. No, he's not going anywhere. You don't mess with a hedgehog, says Peter P. He knows a lot of secrets. He does indeed. Hope Wilma doesn't chew the The Hedgehog of Truth to bits. Won't get the chance. The Hedgehog of Truth is in the caravan, and Wilma is not in the caravan. The hedgehog comes with 2 of his favourite pillows, says Steve Cole. That's a good idea. And Emma says, I also come with 2 rather nice pillows. Oh dear. And an added bonus of sushi, says Andrew, for when you're a tad peckish. Hello, says Project Nigel. My dear friend, Captain Mustard. Am I in the right room for the pottering advice? No, this is the right room for an argument. Oh. Imagine if you had 19 gimbals. If I had 19 gimbals, I would give 17 to you. No, I wouldn't. You need one of the ghosts to stand straight for you, says Andrew. A spirit level. Boom. There's nothing wrong with a little wonky, says Mustard. You're too fussy with stuff that doesn't matter. Oh dear. Your OCD is on the one tonight, says Jimmy F500. On my phone screen, says the M11, the visuals tonight look very warm stroke orange. They do, yeah, they do. I would agree with that. And interestingly, the view that I've got on my screen there, that I'm looking at over there, is very different to the view that I'm getting here. So on the screen there, oh no, actually it's not that different. It's just reverse imaged. So ignore that. Ignore that. Don't you just love a new toy, peeps? It's the flowers, Emma, says Andrew. No, don't ask me about Little Joe. For God's sake, don't ask me about Little Joe. Guess who else has a new advisory free MOT, says Mustard. Hang on, I don't know. Who was due an MOT? Who was due an MOT? I can't remember. What I can tell you is that Miss Boo is due an MOT very soon. God, it doesn't seem like a year since the last one. Quite a few of them have got MOTs coming up. I hate when they get damaged. My first thought when I saw the damage on Boo, well, not when I saw the damage, but when I knew it wasn't the bus and I'm not going to be able to get it sorted, I thought, I'm going to have to get rid of the car. I can't live with that damage. But it's Boo. So I'm going to have to live with the damage. And when I become rich and famous, I will make her perfect, along with all of the other cars. You know, I've got to remain committed, faithful, and loyal to the fleet. So who was you in MOT? Wet leg? Although I thought you'd already done wet leg. I'm too worried about the comments to run through my mind which car was due. Is it the Allegro man that's got a new MOT? Asks Peter P. And Mustard says Allegro man is MOT exempt. Oh, Alan. Alan says, Boaty, that sounds wonderful. Looking forward to sampling your wares and being treated like a very impressive plonker. That's VIP. Wilma's settling in. That's good. Emma's got a dodgy body. Oh, we're talking about Roger Botty. Jimmy Quinn says, Boaty, £500 bill. Tip should be 50 quid minimum. Yeah, well, it wasn't. Breaking news, says Mark Lyons. Carol Ann swiped right. New hiking buddy met up today. Oh, cool. Oh dear. Skick watched the original of Day of the Jackal the other night. I skipped a few comments, darlings. Skick watched the original of Day of the Jackal the other night. Fantastic book. brilliant film. Long time since I've seen it or read it, but one of my favourites. Um, Charles Calthorpe, wasn't it? Chacal. Jackal in French is Chacal. And Charles Calthorpe was the guy they thought was the jackal. Absolutely brilliant. And at the end, goes on Skick, they said they're not sure whether the jackal was French or English. Didn't realise it was based on a true story. Yeah, it was. And yeah, Charles Calthorpe was the guy they thought it was. Chacal, jackal, but no, it wasn't. And that was quite a rare one in that the film was almost as good as the book. Films are never as good as the book, but The Jackal came very, very close. Fantastic book. I was vaguely aware they did a remake. Obviously, I've never seen it. Absolute flim flam, piffle waffle. You know, when there's a classic original film made, don't remake it. It'll be shit. But yeah, I loved The Day of the Jackal. Absolutely loved it. iPhone 11, M11. 11 is the magic number tonight, says Jimmy F. You should do a Father Ted on Boo, says Matron. Tap out the dent until half the car looks like it's been in a massive hailstorm. Yeah, wait until you see it. It's not like a dent, it's like a gouge, a really horrible gouge. D-Bap would be Carol Ann's rapper name, says Emma. Reminds me of that song by Hanson, Mbop. And Mark says, Emma, I am indeed becoming quite pally with Carol Ann over the last 6 months. Oh, there we are. Gosh, exciting. Lovely, Mark, says Emma. I'd love to meet her. She seems lovely. Renard DeVille says, Skick, it's a good movie, but very loosely based on a true story. Yeah. Is Emma on WhatsApp? Asked Jimmy at 500. She'll sort it, Boaty. I'm on WhatsApp, says Emma. Not a lot happens there. I prefer the Facebook group for community doings. Where do I sign up for a toast rack? Asked Peter P. I will send it to you eventually. Emma says, Boaty, we need a community meetup with Carol Ann next time I'm up yours. Yeah, we could do that. Not a million miles away, and in one of my favorite parts of the world. I need to do an episode of my Rediscovering Home series in Snowdonia, because Snowdonia is a very important place to me historically. And my series of rediscovering my homeland of Wales wouldn't be the same without Snowdonia. Indeed, I've been half planning it in my mind to do over winter in the Land Rover. So yeah, come up on a holiday or whatever, and we can whiz up there. Or Southport is cool as well. I've got memories of Southport. I've got two very distinct memories of Southport. One was I was in Blackpool on a jolly, and I wanted to go to Southport because they had a new roller coaster there, and I particularly wanted to ride it. And it was at the time when I had money, you know. And I looked at I thought, right, Southport's just up the road, but it's one of those where you have to go in and out. And it was a really surprisingly long way to drive. I was with Beth. That's right. I was with Beth. And we were staying at I think it's called the Norbeck Hotel. Pretty much, well, as far as I could tell, it was the best hotel in Blackpool, where the Conservatives used to have their conferences, party conferences and things. And I looked at a map or whatever we used in those days. It was probably before the internet was really a thing. And it was quite a long way to get to Southport from Blackpool, a lot longer than I thought. So you could tell I had money then. I didn't even think about it. We just went to the little airport at Blackpool and chartered a helicopter and flew to Southport to ride that roller coaster. That was the one memory. And the other memory of Southport was going there to court. This was when I had car showrooms, and it was one of the regular court cases that you will get into if you sell classic cars. And this particular one was over a Triumph Stag, which had been fitted with a Rover V8, as so many of them were, and basically it blew up a couple of months after he'd bought it. And he was sort of saying, I want it totally fixed, or I want my money back. And we're sort of saying, well, this isn't a brand new car that you bought. We don't know how you've treated it in those 2 months. We don't know if you've kept up with the coolant changes. We don't know if you've revved it too hard when it's cold. Blah de blah de blah. All of that sort of thing. The normal thing. And he was adamant, so it went to county court. As I've told you before, I did all of my own legal work, all of my own advocacy. I never took a silk, never even took a solicitor. Did it all myself. As far as I was concerned, I was better than they were. Did it once, and they did such a shit job. I thought, well, I can do better than that. I've got 3 years of bloody legal training and study. I'll do it myself. So I did, and I had a much better record than them. So I remember going to Southport for that court case. At the time, I was engaged to and living with Sasha, and I took her with me. I thought we'll make it into a day out. I blew the day off at work. I thought I'll do the court case, and we'll hit the pleasure beach and all of that sort of thing. And all I remember about the court case is that I won, naturally, he said arrogantly, but they were so angry, and it all kicked off. And they turned up, there were quite a few of them, and they wanted to tear me limb from limb. And I'm there on my own, just with Sasha, who was like a size 6, 5'3", well, and a girl, so not going to be much use in a scrap. And I was heavily outnumbered, but they actually kicked off in the court, and they were all frog marched out by security peeps, and we were ushered out of a different door, some kind of back door, so they wouldn't be waiting for us, and we had to scuttle off. Yeah, I've got loads of courtroom stories like that, darlings. Loads. Yeah. The hedgehog needs to join Little Joe and they can go on adventures together, says Emma. Hedgehog, yes. Little Joe, yeah. Oh, if you're there, yeah. I'm not doing that on my own. Haven't you got your toast rack yet, Peter, says the M11. No, because I'm rubbish. This is what it's going to be wrapped in. This is the box that it's going to go in. And the toast rack itself is just over there, but I haven't done it yet. And it's going to be quite expensive, and I'm always skint, but I will do it. I guarantee it. Before I forget, says Andrew, as a reminder to the keeper of the box, put £2 in tonight. Didn't see you slip one in last night, Boaty. I didn't slip one in last night. So that is a very good point. I need to put 2 in tonight. I'm a man of my word. There we are. You can witness this. 2 of the King's pounds. There you are, look. Focus. Oh, that well would help if I could. 1 and 2. Look, 2. There you go. 1, 2. There you go. We're all caught up. I do not owe the box anything. Oh, God, I really am knackered now. And I've got no staff curry tonight. Staff food tonight was a bit of a treat. Ram made his noodles again. And I'm not having noodles at night. They're going to be tomorrow's lunch. So I'm going to go down a very different route for supper tonight, darlings. And I'm looking forward to it. And now I really am knackered. Right, let's crack on with these comments. Mark Lyons would like to register a complaint about this parrot, what he bought from this very boutique not half an hour ago. I'm so glad they've saved Fred, says Neil. Nobody guessed correctly, says Mustard. Oh, and apparently it was Fred. Right, it was Fred that passed an MOT. Oh, right. Well done, Fred. Fred lives. Fred doesn't look like a shed anymore, says Renard. I saw the update from a class of its not that long ago. Great restoration. Well, I know how much money they've spent on it. Bloody hell. Yeah, Fred is most definitely no longer Fred the Shed. Emma could read the next bedtime story. That's an interesting idea. Emma says, reminds me of a guy I was talking to on a dating site years ago. And he only wanted me to ring him and invent very filthy stories down the phone for him until he had had enough. Ian Hulley is going upstairs to Bedfordshire. Nighty-night, everyone. Fred does look very lovely now from the brief look I had, says Matron. Peter P says the Richard Gere jackal was partly filmed in Finland. Oh, is that who did it? Alan says maybe the hedgehog of trees should be posted out to members of the Boaty's World community for a week at a time, where they have to take him out on photographed adventures and tell the truth about things. I would totally be up for that idea. If anybody else would be up for that, let me know. Mustard says the hedgehog of truth should go around the world with Lisa Stansfield. Neil says, is anyone else thinking the Freelander should have a name change to Battered Boo, or is it too soon? Diddly-doo. Bunghole Boo. Skick started a new part-time job a few weeks ago because he needed an extra focus, driving a 32-ton tipper to the local quarry with hardcore. 4 runs a day, £158 per day after deductions. So easy. Bloody awesome, Skick, says Andrew. It does sound awesome. Bunghole. Now I can sleep safely in the knowledge that the box has received its £2, says Andrew. Oh, the only instructions I got, says Skick, was the boss at the quarry is an awkward so-and-so. Try not to get into bother with him, Dick. Oh, good advice. Yay, says Emma. Boaty has slipped a couple of pounds into Sean's small spot. Alan Simpson would be happy to receive the hedgehog. I couldn't bring the hedgehog here, says Emma. Little Lemon wouldn't ever want Uncle Bunghole to have it back. And I've caught up with the comments on the very stroke of midnight, darlings. So, Oh, right. I'm going to have a quick puff. I'm going to top my wine up. If there is anything else you would like to talk about or you would like to ask me, do it now. Otherwise, we're going to say a slightly earlier good night tonight because, yeah, eats and sleeps are quite well up on my list, to be honest. It really has been a tough old night. And I need to actually cook some supper rather than warm up some staff curry. So go mad in the comments. I hope you've enjoyed being on the new live stream phone, although I do agree it does look a bit kind of darker and orangey. Yeah, it really does. Boaty, do you want to shout out singles? We gained a sub today after I did. Well, it's a live, so I can't. Right, okay. I started another YouTube channel. Right, I'll have to do this properly, won't I? In 2016, I launched the UK Singles Network. It was a social media based community, a website, a charity, a dating website, all of those things. It was an amazing and wonderful thing for a number of years. And for various reasons, firstly, after Boo and I split up, because Boo did it with me, and then secondly, after I got into YouTube, that was like the last nail in the coffin. In the coffin, it kind of died on its ass. But I've still got a massive emotional attachment to singles, and I had the idea of launching a YouTube channel for it and trying to resurrect it. Kind of didn't go anywhere. But Emma is on board with it, and we're now going to try and have a go at it together. So let me ask you a favor. I can't put the links in, but maybe Emma will, or maybe I'll put them in after the live stream. If you go to, if you type in UK singles community into a search engine, it should come up with various things. There's a website that will take you to the social media stuff. But no, let's make it easier. Right, on Facebook, if you would like to join the UK Singles Community Group, there are about 10,000 members, but it's dying on its ass. We're going to try and get it back going. If you're single, then I would love you to join. If you're single and UK based. So search on Facebook for UK Singles Community. Find a group with about 10,000 people in it. You'll find a page with about 3,000 followers. Like the page, join the group. That would be great. If you search on YouTube for UK Singles, or I think it's at UK_singles in the YouTube like nickname thing. And the channel is UK Singles Community, I think. Do a search on YouTube. Maybe Emma will put in the link. Do me a favor. Do me and Emma a favor. We've got about 27 subscribers at the moment. Do us a favor. There's going to be videos going up on there soon. But just please, 23 of you, please subscribe. You can unsubscribe later if you want to. But we want to get up to 50 so that we can start doing live streams on there. You can't do a live stream until you got 50 subs. So please do me that favor. And yeah, we're going to be working over the next months and years to try and get singles back to the thriving community that it once was. We did some amazing things in the first 5 years of singles. We changed lives. People got married, had babies because of us. We had amazing community meetups. We literally saved people's lives. We did so much really good stuff, and I'm so proud of it. And I'm really quite upset that it kind of just died a death. Really, I should just let it go, forget about it, concentrate on YouTube. But I can't. It's got too big a place in my heart. Um, like even personally, many people found lifelong relationships through singles. People are still doing it now. My own cousin Helen, who used to nip in on the live streams every now and then, she's blissfully entwined with somebody thanks to singles. That's happened recently over the last couple of months. But it's largely dead. But yeah, I'd love to get it back going. So if you would do me the favor of subscribing so that we can start doing live streams on the YouTube channel, that would be brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. And as I say, I've got a lot to be thankful for singles for. I met Boo through singles and had an amazing, 4, 5, 6 year relationship. I met Chinese Madam through singles and had a relationship. Oh dear. What's your favourite book, Boat? Says Skick. Probably couldn't narrow it down. I've got so many. One Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich, Alexander Solzhenitsyn. The Choir Boys, Joseph Wambaugh. The Secret of Santa Vittoria, Robert Crichton. I Bought a Mountain, Thomas Fairbanks. The list goes. I could give you a list of about 500, to be honest. Right, I'm just going to whisk through these comments and I'm going to sod off because I've had it tonight, darlings. Apologies if I've not been on my kind of at my peak. I'm just shagged. I'm shagged. Hopefully I'll be on better form tomorrow night, darlings. We could have a new phone-in feature with the Hedgehog of Truth. That would be great. That is a brilliant idea. I will bring it back from the Yard of Dreams next Monday. And next Monday, we can do a Hedgehog of Truth feature where people ring in and the Hedgehog of Truth asks them a question and they have to answer it completely honestly. Now, that would be a good feature. In fact, that would be a brilliant feature. That would be a brilliant feature. Emma and I, assuming the joint live stream thing works, we're going to turn the Monday Night Live back into more of a show with features. So like an updated version of what it started out being, rather than just a lovely but rambling community chat. And we'll come up with some new features for it. And I love the Hedgehog of Truth idea. So there you go. That can be a first one. Boaty, nice job tonight, aka Uncle Bunghole. Love your style, mate. Thank you very much. Emma has put a link up to the Singles YouTube channel. Do me a favor, please. Click on that link, click subscribe. You can unsubscribe later. We just need to get to 50 subs so that we can do some live streams on there. I would really, really appreciate it. Oh God. Emma's put up a link for the Facebook group as well. Thank you. Mark the Vicar says, I've got a site for people with irritated skin. UK shingles. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Singles, once you pop. Not sure why, says Skick, but I'm going to read and study the Quran. That's been on my list to do as well, Skick. That has genuinely been on my list to do as well. Oh, God. Oh, there's some dreadful jokes going around. Unfortunately, says Mark the Vicar, the only single women my age are bloody old. Yeah, I totally feel that pain. Now you can play a tune with your organ for a new tune or three, says Andrew. great idea. I am planning to spend a day on my mighty organ, playing with it relentlessly until I get the results that I want and you can share. Don't forget to like, says Jimmy Quinn. And on that note, darlings, I'm going to say goodnight because I'm just utterly, I am utterly discombobulated. Sub to singles to see my boobs, says Emma. Oh, God. Right, that's it. Honestly, darlings, I am sorry. I'm not on form tonight. It's been a mad night. I'm knackered. But thank you so much for your company tonight, as always. I was really excited about tonight, and unfortunately, the tiredness of a mad service at the restaurant has just done for me. But tomorrow night it's Mad Thursday, and we will have a mad night. So please pay me the courtesy of joining me tomorrow night at 11 o'clock. And in the meantime, have yourselves a safe and peaceful night, and or the best day ahead that you possibly can, and squeeze every little bit of joy out of it, and take really good care of yourselves. And if you're fortunate enough to have people who you love and who love you, then take really good care of them too. And hopefully I will see you on the new live stream phone, hopefully less on the wonk. I will attend to various doings like that tomorrow, and hopefully everything will be fully up and running. Again, apologies if you've messaged me tonight and I haven't sorted the phones out properly, so I haven't seen them. I'll sort everything tomorrow, darlings. Right, that is it. All the love in the world from me. Hopefully see you tomorrow. In the meantime, pachoo and a big hedgehog of truth.